welcome everybody to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I am your host, DBoss, and I'm just letting you know that I'm on weeknights, Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Carib Vision, and we're available in 28 different countries, including the London, UK, and also in all through the various networks in the cable channels in the US. And also we're on Bell 5 here in Canada, channel 658. And also, in case you missed all that, you can go to my YouTube channel, which is DBoss Networks, subscribe, share, and you can watch all the wonderful guests that I have interviewed. And my show is 7 years to the date. So please, I thank you for everybody for that and everything else and supporting me over all this time. So I hope everybody's doing their 15 minutes of laughing. Now, the benefits of laughing has a lot of health effects, which are good for you. What happens is that 15 minutes of laughing reduces all and releases all that bad endorphins, the toxins in your body. If you have high blood pressure, you have any kind of ailments, it also just releases all of that, brings your blood pressure down. Also, laughing is good to warm up your vocal cords. And I know some people say, "Oh, I don't have anybody to laugh with." And you could laugh with your kids. You could laugh at something. You guys sit down and laugh. You could turn on the TV, watch something that's funny. Call somebody you know that will make you laugh. You can, and if it's an extreme case and you can't find anybody to laugh with, then they have laughing classes. So, I hope that people don't have to do that, but there's somebody out there that has to. But laughing is good for you, what you put in and what you bring out. So I'm encouraging people to laugh, do their 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to also tone your abs. It doesn't mean that you have to stop going to the gym, but you can tone your abs and keep that figure. And it also keeps you looking youthful. I don't know how youthful you want to look. You don't want to look stern, but there's a lot of benefits to health benefits for you laugh. It also heals your body. I'm not saying stop taking your medication or anything, but you can also do that so it can heal your body, because laughing is good because and people don't understand that when you release, it's taking off all that stress off you and stuff like that. Sometimes you laugh to the point that you're crying. That's all good. Even the tears are coming out. That's releasing toxins from you. But anyways, that is something I'm telling everybody to do, and I hope to continue it. And I encourage. You don't have to be no specific age to do it. Everybody can do it. It's all ages. So now we're going to hear something from our sponsor, Vital Steps, Vital Health, and we'll be right back to this. And she's going to talk to us a little bit about healthy snacking and and a little about the hydration. Right?
Welcome to your vital steps to better health and fitness. I'm Joanne James. Today we're talking about exercise snacking. It's a fantastic way to fit exercise into your busy schedule. Exercise snacking is about taking small bites of exercise throughout the day. And it could look like this, anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes of movement in some way, shape, or form is an exercise snack. You can, instead of taking the elevator, take the stairs up a flight. Or you can go for a brisk walk for 5 minutes. If you're watching TV, you can sit down and do some stretches or sit and stand to work those legs. When you're at work, do some stretches at the desk. All of that is exercise snacking. The beauty is it does not require a membership and neither do you need equipment. So take advantage of those small pockets of time that you have throughout the day to do some form of movement. You'll feel great. I'm Joanne James, and this has been your Vital Steps to Better Health and Fitness. See you next time.
Thank you, Joanne James, for that. Healthy snacking, people. It doesn't mean go get some food and start cooking and all that. No, It means that if you're sitting on the computer, you're sitting for a long time, get up and do some kind of movement so that you can, feel better. Because I'm a bad one at that. Because sometimes I'll say, I'm sitting on the computer, I'm going to get up in 5 minutes, a half hour. Next time I said, okay, 5 minutes is an hour. Next thing you know, you're sitting there 2 hours and you haven't even got up. So that's the type of thing that you have to do. But I got a guest that's been on here, and she does the Harriet Tubman impersonation, and she does that the Harriet Tubman way. And then they're going to be having a show and all this other stuff. And there's another lady that's on here named Lorena Belcher. And of course, everybody knows Karol V. Brown. But we're going to find out all the wonderful things that they're doing and what's coming up. So with no further ado, I introduce to you Karol V. Brown and Lorena Belcher.
Hello.
Hello. Good to be back.
Yes.
It's
good to be here, period.
Yes. Love the way you laugh and bring us into the program laughing.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to. You took the memo. I hope everybody's doing the memo at home. Everybody's been doing. I've been getting a lot of response from that over the last, I think, 6 months. I've been doing it for us.
Wonderful.
And it's great to laugh. A lot of people don't realize all these benefits, and you feel better. Even if you're by yourself and you crack up a bit, hey, and you can even
better. Yes, you definitely do. It's definitely an important part of being healthy.
Yes, and also the healthy snacking. We have to do that also.
Yes.
At every age, kids on that computer, get up. Do some kind of movement. And, I'm glad that I'm incorporating that, at Real Life Matters, because that's a big matter. Everybody's got to get up and move. Everybody's sitting all the time, looking at their phone, looking at this, and they forget to get up.
Yes, you're right. I'm guilty.
You're guilty. I'm guilty of it too, because I be sitting down and I remember, I haven't got up in the last hour and a half. And Lorena's laughing. She's probably saying, but it keeps the circulation going, just like laughing and everything else.
Absolutely.
Anyway, all right. Well, Karol Brown, tell everybody what is your cultural background and where you come from, and then I'll get to Lorena.
Okay, well, I originally started my life in Dayton, Ohio, but right now I'm in the Seattle, Washington area. And actually, I lived here before. I think the last time I was on your program, I was still living in Dayton. I just moved back to Seattle, which is, to me, feels like home. I spent 28 years here working as a dietitian for the Veterans Hospital, and I have my family here, children here, so I'm back home, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, and in a different time zone, people.
Definitely 3 hours difference.
And you're the CEO. And you're the CEO and founder of Brown Tones.
Brown Tones Productions is the name of my company, and with that company, I do educational entertainment programs, Harriet Tubman portrayals, what I'm primarily started out with, and now I'm here to tell you more about what I'm doing that has used Harriet Tubman's important stories and lessons, but encourage girls to love themselves. That's the new concept that I have for Harriet Tubman. My new book, The Inspirational Guide, is Harriet Tubman Way. It's an inspirational guide to self-love, empowerment, and legendary leadership for girls. But you know what, DBoss? When I wrote that book, I realized it's not just for little girls, it's for all us girls.
For big people too. Because some people still have that little girl inside.
Oh, we all do.
We all do.
Dance, look it up and dance anytime.
All right.
Lorena and I have joined together to help not just the girls, but the moms. Remember how important it is to help moms too.
Yeah. All right. Well, you've been busy. You've got that book. You got that book out. I portrayed your thing for Black History, and a lot of people loved it. I made it, let it run with their portrayment, and of Harriet Tubman. because some people don't know about it, but your name has come up a lot of places, so people that are
Well,
aware, are
thank
very
you.
aware of it here up in Canada.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I still
That's
have to
what it's
come up to
on the show.
Canada. I have to come to Canada and do her time there because she did spend time in Canada, and that's very important for people to know. A lot of people down in this part of this country don't realize that she also spent quite a bit of time there.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that. As we're in Canada, we have Black history also because a lot of um, the slave trade ran over here and settled
Yeah,
here.
right.
So yeah, we have to. Everybody's all saying America, America. You say, yeah, but Canada, Canada too.
Yes, 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 yes,
Because they
yes,
all
yes.
are. Yeah,
That Canada was where the safe place generally really was. Harriet
Exactly.
had to take people all the way to Canada just to make sure that they were going to be safe because they had a law where they could come and get you right on the edge of New York or whatever state was still the United States and take you back down south. So yes, Canada was the
yes.
safe
So
place.
Canada's up. We're up there. Because people let me know that came on with this summer has been very busy. I've had so many people coming with the black, and I didn't even know some places where they had Owen Sound and these other places, and they're still there that you could still go in and see the actual house where these people were staying.
Wow, nice.
So I know that you would want when you come up here, you probably want to go up there and see those places.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes,
All
definitely.
right. Well, Lorene Belcher. Now tell us about you. You're new on the block here.
Yes, I'm the new kid. I'm the new girl on the block. Thank you for having me, DBoss, and inviting me, Karol. Yes, my name is Lorena Belcher, and I hail originally from Los Angeles, California, born and raised. And then I went south for college and all that and came back home. And so right now I live in what they call the Inland Empire, which is like 62 miles east of Los Angeles. And
Oh,
my my career span is so interesting. So let me let me
yes, you
share
gotta
some.
tell us so people get to know you.
Yeah, I am. I elementary school, middle school teacher, educator, special needs educator for the last 25 years. But in between that time, D-Boss, I decided I'm going to be a police officer. So let's see. So I was a Los Angeles police officer. And actually, if you're familiar, during the Rodney King situation, I was on the department. However, actually, I was on vacation that month and I was in Alaska. So I couldn't be deployed back on the streets, crazy enough. But yeah, and then I decided to go back to education because I said maybe I can support the youth and students to really love themselves enough and create a family, even if it's not your blood family, a family of
Right.
friends, of people that think alike and that support you, that see you, that just see your value as a kid. And
Okay.
so, yeah, educator for a while. And then I got laid off. And so I said, I'm going to have to vary this up a little bit here. So I went back to school for a second master's degree, and this time in psychology with marriage and family therapy. However, I decided I did not want to take all of the 3,000 hours for licensure. And so
Oh,
I decided to turn that my time. I worked with a lot of women who dealt with intimate partner violence or domestic abuse or sexual assault, sexual trauma of various kinds, men and women. And so I worked with them for a few years, but my family was falling apart. So I was like, no, 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 we're going to take care of family at home first. And so,
oh,
yeah, I decided to, focus on my own family, go back to education. And then I retired last year. And so now I have my own uh, resilience and mostly transformational coaching, really guided and geared for women and moms who have dealt with sexual trauma. And now they're discovering their teen daughter's sexual trauma. So I'm
oh.
helping moms navigate that crazy road because I traveled it.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I just think it's so important for that self-love. And that's how Karol and I got together through our, all of our wonderful endeavors for transformational
Well,
coaching.
Carol's busy and you're busy too.
So, yeah. And
All
so I'm
right.
with Karol on this journey to help moms love themselves, so that their girls have something to model after, and not in a fake or phony way. We're talking about real life, having hard conversations with them, but in a very safe and loving space.
All right. So you're calling it Girls United by Love.
So Girls United by Love is a year-old movement that I started last October, and we're actually celebrating the International Day of the Girl Child, which is October 11th. And that's the United Nations celebration, a recognition to bring attention to girls all over the world. So this webinar that Lorena and I are hosting together is all about bringing the moms and the girls, the aunties, the neighbors, whoever, together to talk about self-love. Now, DeBoss, just imagine a whole Zoom call full of girls and women talking about self-love. And we're talking about the real deep down feeling of love, knowing their inner power, understanding that this is their great source of joy from inside. That's what this webinar is all about.
Okay. So you guys you're putting this thing together. You guys are, so what is it, a day, one day, or is it how many days is it?
It's one day. It's a 3-hour webinar, and it's free.
That's it, 3 hours. Okay.
Yeah, 3 hours. So we have a lot of great speakers, starting with DBoss, open up with us, telling us how important it is to laugh. And then we have a variety of speakers. So each speaker is just giving a 15-minute overview of a topic that has to do with self-love, have to do with loving nature. We have talk about the International Day of the Girl Child, exactly what that is. Then we have affirmations. We're going to actually, this is an interactive workshop. So we're going to have some breakout rooms where people have opportunity to meet some of the other people around the world, hopefully, that are gathered together in this event to talk about self-love. And so we actually are trying to connect women and girls united by love. That's the whole concept, that we find our own self-love. And then, when you have your own self-love, that breaks you bright, you're brighter, your light shines brighter, and it influences others. So that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
And I see you're wearing a t-shirt or something there.
I am. Girls United by Love.
You see?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This shirt was actually designed by a young lady, Ocean Brown, my niece.
Okay.
And so this design is available, and every one that is sold, she gets $5 for her college fund. So that's part of our program. Yes.
Wow.
Beautiful.
The young women supporting me.
So what are you gonna, so since this is a virtual thing, so are the people gonna get, like, because usually you give these little boxes to the girls and all that stuff. So are they gonna get that or not really?
They're not going to get that, but each of our speakers will have a special offer. Yes,
Oh.
I plan. Yeah, so each one will have an offer that they can connect with later and find out about. I actually am going to be giving away a copy of my book, ebook, that the Girls United by Love. It's going to be the international. It's going to be the Harriet Tubman way of ebook version, so that people can read it and maybe join me on later sessions to have conversations. So I'll tell them more about that I have a Tuesday talk where we can actually go into more details of how girls develop self-love.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have a book also, Lorena?
Yes, I do. I have 2 books, but the book that we'll be featuring mostly with Girls United by Love is Yes, Girl, Yes, You Can, Affirmations to Elevate Your Self-Talk. Because, we always have chatter constantly going on in our heads. And so my goal is to have young girls the older women, moms, be mindful of what the thoughts are. What are you saying to yourself? And so what are you affirming? Because you are speaking to yourself. Unless you say,
Right.
oh, wait a minute, I heard that. No, that's not true. That's not who I am. And you might have to actually say, wait a minute, no, this is who I am. You know, whether we're going to be creating affirmations in the small groups and teaching the girls.
So one affirmation or something that you're gonna tell people.
Yes. And so the affirmations are, what do I speak about myself? Not what is my circumstance? What do I want? I'm not going to speak to a circumstance. I'm going to speak to who I am, even if I haven't been showing up that way. I'm going to speak to who I want to be, who I want to become, what my dreams are, who I am in this moment, my value in this moment. I'm unique and special. I'm creative. I'm smart. I'm beautiful. I'm uniquely created. Even if you can't say I'm beautiful just yet, well, maybe you can agree with I am uniquely created and special.
So you're gonna have people looking in a mirror, or they could do that when they want on their own time.
Yeah.
Well, they're actually looking in the mirror on that Zoom.
Exactly. But I'll hold up a mirror and ask, what are you telling you? So what do you say to yourself? And that's every one of us, every single day we get up in the morning. What are we saying to ourselves? Are the first things that are coming out of our mouth, are they complaining? Are they criticizing? Are they knocking ourselves? Or are we just saying, good morning, gorgeous. Hello. Hello, my dear. I woke up like this, and embrace the way you woke up. And of course, you know how to clean up. You get yourself spruced up. Do what makes you feel good. Wear your hair.
I have bad breath. Let me go brush your teeth.
Exactly. Groom yourself so that you feel confident and comfortable in front of other people. Yeah. Find your own style. You don't have to follow the trends. Be you.
That's it. All right. And what are you? And you're going to be just giving nuggets, right, for Karol the Tugman way, or some Harriet Tubman way. That's what you're going to be doing, right?
So yeah, I will have a segment. I'm just one of the many speakers, so I'm not going to take a lot of time with Harriet Tubman, but I will give a little demo video of Harriet Tubman and explain how Harriet Tubman is an example of self-love. I think that for us to know that this little girl born a slave was able to grow up and change the world for so many people, she did that because she loved herself. She realized she was worth being treated well, and she was worthy of being free. And so when she got the opportunity to do that, she freed herself. And when you're free to express yourself, to bring out your passions in life, her passion was to take care of people. And she did that for all her life. So that's the legacy that she left. And we all can leave a legacy. And so our speakers are going to lead us through information like on self-respect and self-empowerment, as well as self-love. We're going to give information on things that some of us has forgotten, some may not know, like etiquette. We have someone talking about etiquette. When do you, how do you introduce someone? How do you dress for an interview? Things that young girls may not know, or us older girls need to be reminded. Yes.
How do you dress when you go out?
How you dress when you go out? How do you teach people how to treat you with respect? And if you're dressing a certain way, you can expect a certain response, right? Right. So those little things. We have the laws of attraction, and we have speakers from all over the world. We have a speaker from Australia. We have a couple of speakers from Canada, including you, DBoss, and another speaker talking about the laws of attraction and what that is. And basically that's explaining that whatever you think, everything you want, you can bring towards you. So we're going to learn about that.
Well, a reason I'm saying about, the dressing and stuff like that, because I went to a couple of events, and I just was wondering, and I saw some women, and then they want to be respected, and I'm like, why? Why are you coming out like that? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make
Right.
any sense. And I
Right.
remember, like, my mom, and they used you couldn't you had to come in front of them before you left out the house to
Yes.
say what you had on before you left the house. And some of
Yes.
these things that these girls had on, you be asked to stay home forever. So a lot of
It's true. It's true. It's true. But you know what? We're the generation. We're the generation that has to pass that down.
Yes, because you don't get a
something
second
has
chance to make
missed
a
the mark.
first impression.
Oh, mm-mm. And it was so funny because a lot of people in our age group and everything were sitting there, and we're like, can we go out like that? And everybody didn't have to say nothing because everybody knew what they were thinking in their head,
Yes.
so it was like maybe we were raised on different values, because I know that my mom and my aunts and everybody, you wouldn't be going out because you had to put on something. You were allowing you to go out, but you had to come in front of them before you left.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't have on the right thing, you had to take it off and put on something else.
Right. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Lorena and I had a workshop for moms, and we were
Ah,
encouraging them to
that's the
be.
one.
Yeah, we encourage the moms to demonstrate their own self-love, because how the girls are going to learn if they're looking at mom going out
Yes.
wearing something that's really questionable. um, they're going to see that. They want to
Mm-hmm.
dress like mom, they want to look like mom. And so it's up to the moms to be a part of this. That's why this is a
Yeah, it's very,
multi-generational activity.
very good that
Yeah.
you're having them involved
Yeah.
in it, because they're taking note from them, and if you have to be involved in your children. If it's not your children, or whoever you're responsible for, they have to take some kind of interest
Yes.
Yes.
to see what's happening. Like, are you going to let? Then you don't wonder, well, why did my daughter get raped? Well, um hold on, you know what I mean? What was she
Mm-hmm.
wearing?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying that people don't rate people against what they're wearing, but you have to be careful.
Right, right. And
You
we're
know.
incorporating some entertainment with it, like um, one song I love to play, because I have Queen Latifah as the in chapter one of the book, that self
Uh,
love, and she is singing the UNITY song. And so, we'll have little clips of some videos. Now, we are going to record this, and it will be available for people to watch for years to come. Those clips probably won't be in there, but we'll link to them. So the videos, on YouTube, you can't put other people's music videos on yours, but the live
yeah,
program, but we'll
flag
link
it.
that to people to see, so they'll know that we're going to be discussing what is Queen Latifah trying to tell the young ladies in this song on UNITY. She's talking about the respect that she expects from the guys, and that's something that we want to touch on. That it's up to the girls to let the guys know, don't call me these names. No, I'm not going to be addressed with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have a name,
That's
and
self
it's not
love.
it's not that B word, and it's not that thing.
Yes, that's the one. Right. We're
You
not
know what I
having it.
mean? Look at Lorena's like, oh, it's not that.
We're
That's
not
not
having
me, or the H word, or whatever. You
it. Yes.
know. Oh, but they have to understand, and then sometimes you have to look not at it's just so-called the men, or the young adults, if how their mother or their father did. So sometimes they're looking at them.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna share this one clip of that you had there.
Okay.
So just hold on. And it looks pretty good. People, I didn't watch this yet.
I watched them all. They're great.
It's gonna. Oh, you did? Well, that's
They're
good.
great.
I did. I gave 10 reasons why you want to attend this conference.
Karol Brown, and I'm here to say I am so excited about our upcoming October the 7th Internet auction. I have been working on this, planning this, praying about this since last year. Last year in Dayton, Ohio, I have a committee of dedicated young women and older women who came together to put together the very first Girls United by Love event. It was the International Day of the Girl Child with here downtown, which is a college, in their beautiful, beautiful hall for activities and different conventions. And we had a big, beautiful room with very few people there. Well, I learned some things from that. And this year, I took this to even grow bigger. I just had too much going on to put together a event, and that was face to face. But a virtual event, the sky is the limit. Yes, we could be virtual all over the world at the same time, bringing in people, girls, women, to come together and talk about love. Isn't that amazing? To think that we could pull women and girls from all ages, moms, grandmas, aunties, Girl Scout leaders, church leaders, teachers, counselors, or just a bunch of girls getting together to come together to talk about love. Yeah, I'm talking self-love, how we should love ourselves. And when we do learn to love ourselves, that love, that bright light within us shines. And that shining light draws so many more positive, wonderful opportunities and people towards us. When we learn to have self-love and compassion for ourselves, we learn to have the same for others. Remember the golden rule? You want to treat others as you want to be treated. That's what self-love is all about. And that's why I just know that this is going to be something that I make happen every year, and I hope it grows and grows. So I invite you and thank you for being a part of this historical event, our very first Girls United by Love, International Day of the Girl Child webinar. I have been blessed to be connected with such excellent speakers, and they are all coming wanting to support this effort to bring girls together to talk about self-love.
Well, you said it. You said it all. You backed up everything. You backed up everything with what concurred earlier. And it's only 3 hours, people. So
And it's interactive, so it's not like you're going to sit there and just watch us for 3 hours. We want you to be involved. We encourage you to have your writing utensils with you. Have some art, craft materials, because we're going to make vision boards together. We're going to talk about making a vision board. And at the very end, our last speaker, I'm saving it for the best. The last speaker that everybody wants to hear is how to win at the dating game. How to use all this good information to make sure you get the right guy that's going to treat you like you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people can attest to that one.
Yeah.
That's gonna be hot. That's gonna be a hot topic, people. Hot. And your hair looks good. Your hair looked good in the introduction. Wow. You think, Lorena, what do you think?
I thought it was great. And there's so many people just like Karol who are on fire for young girls and moms all over the world. And like she said, we want moms to gather your aunts, your cousins, make it a afternoon just gathering, put it on the big screen connected from your computer, get it on the big screen and, get your snacks, get your vision board, get your journals, your pieces of paper, be there to support each other in this.
And it's a Saturday, so you know what I mean? Saturday, October the 7th.
Yes.
So there's no excuse. No excuse.
Everybody's out of school that day.
and we realize that fortunately we have people from other countries and they have different time zones.
Yes.
So it will be available. The recording will be available. But if it's a pajama party, come on, girls, have a pajama party and watch us. If you're in a country where you're in a different time zone, that's all right. It's just as much fun, no matter what time of day it is.
Is it 11 your time, or is it 11? What
time? 11 a.m. Pacific time. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that would be like 3 o'clock or our time, Eastern Standard Time for people that.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Okay.
I tell you, these time zones will mess you up.
Yeah, I know. They will.
When people say that they go traveling to maybe like the Philippines or something, it's a day back or something. It'd be like, these are all messed up. You don't know what day it is.
No.
But, all right. So for this the event, do you guys have any shout outs that you want to give to your people?
Well, all the people who are going to be here, all the great speakers, I want to thank you, DBoss, for being there with us. You're going to open up with us talking about laughing. And then we have Oni Lasana, who actually is going to do laughter yoga. So
laughter yoga.
Yeah.
When's she coming up after me?
Yes. After you talk about it, she's going to show us how to laugh anytime we need to laugh, and then make it a part of our exercise activity. And it's not a yoga class. It's all about laughing. Then we have Narissa. Narissa is coming from Australia to give us an overview of the International Day of the Girl Child from someone in another country to have viewpoint.
Okay, Narissa.
Yes. We have Dr. Colette. Dr. Colette is a environmental specialist. She's going to explain to us about how important it is to love nature and love the animals, and how that's part of being our own love, appreciation of who we are and how we're connected to everything else. Yeah. Then we have Karol Pruitt, who is in Dayton, Ohio, who is talking about etiquette, our tips on etiquette.
Ah, okay.
Yes. Then Zara is from Canada. She's talking about the laws of attraction, Miss Zara. In the afternoon, before we go, we're going to have Miss Christina talking about the vision boards, how to make a vision board, the importance of it, and what it does for you, and bringing your desires to you. And then Atiera will talk about mastering the dating game. So I want to thank all those beautiful speakers. Lorena and I will be there to host, and Lorena is going to have us do a breakout on writing affirmations. And so it's going to be fun.
Your co-host, so she'll be watching everything, keeping it all in line.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it alive, DBoss. We're gonna make it where the young people just go for it. Yeah, we'll say, hold on.
All right, you gotta go.
Keep it flowing, but we're gonna keep it cool.
When you're taking too long, the person knows. Oh, okay, I gotta wrap it up.
Yes.
Because some people get carried away.
Well, that's why all our speakers actually are being recorded ahead of time.
Yes.
So we will be able to keep on time, get through everybody, and have a wonderful experience.
Okay. Well, what I'll do is I'll let them add that into the show from
Okay.
down there so everybody can add because they're gonna sit here and watch we be in here for hours. hours.
Yeah.
So
If you can add the link,
I'll let
add
them
the
add
link.
on the show. So I'll pick some of them and then I'll let them. Then I can share some of them on my social medias.
Well, if you add the link to Girls United by Love, the landing page, I've added a link.
Oh, they're all there.
They're all there,
Okay.
highlighted by the person's name. They're all
Okay.
hyperlinked now to the video, so they
Okay,
can.
so I'll put that in the YouTube and then they can go look at that link.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
This was great. So great.
So United. So okay. Okay, I know that the website is girlsunitedbylove.com.
Yes.
Okay, so what's your guys' personal social medias?
Well, my website is down there, carolvbrown.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And my social media is pretty much Carol V. Brown.
And that's Carol with a K. Well, don't look
Carol
around
with
and
a K. Carol with a K. We like Victoria,
that's
Vanessa.
very
Vanessa.
important. Hey, or
Yes,
else you're not
very
going to write
Yes.
Carol Brown.
no. There are other Carol Browns out there, so that's why I put the D in
It's
there.
not the one.
Yes.
You know, everyone get that on social. Oh, that's not her.
Yeah. Yeah. And
You know.
mine is Lorena Belcher on Lorena A. Belcher on Facebook. On Instagram, It's my business, Her Story Reimagined. And it's a play on history. H period, E period, R period. Heal, emerge, recreate your story.
Okay.
And my YouTube is Lorena Belcher 2633.
Yeah. Oh, what's 2633? This a number you came up with?
Yeah, they came up with this number, and I was like, I kind of like that. I'm gonna leave it.
2633. I don't know what it means, people, but she'll know.
Yeah. And then I'm on Facebook too with Her Story Reimagined as well. So yeah.
All right. So what are you guys going to be doing after this is finished? Just your regular stuff?
Well, both of us actually are actually about to graduate from the Lisa Nichols Certified Transformational Training Certificate Program. Some people may not know Lisa Nichols. I always say if you don't know her, look her up because you definitely want to know who she is. But so that is enabling us to do what we want to do. She's working with women. I also work with women. We're also on a project with some other women who are putting together a book of our stories, our telling how we've overcome different challenges. And that book is going to be benefiting women's shelters around the country. So we will be sharing this book, hopefully going around the country.
And hopefully you're coming over here and telling us about it.
Yes. It'll be on our social medias as well.
Very important. Coming back on Real Life Matters and telling us about this.
We definitely will. Thank you. We will.
All right.
So we have things to do that help bring women and girls to their best life.
Yes.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure, Karol, always. And Lorena, we're getting to know you, Lorena, now. So,
Thank
you're part of
you.
Real Matters family. What matters is what matters to you and what matters to everybody. So, and they're putting out lively stuff. You guys, please attend the seminar. It's only 3 hours, and it's going to be, and it's on Zoom. So you can come in from anywhere, any part of the globe you're on. You could just come in. And if you don't catch it all the time, Karol and Lorena said it's going to be pre-recorded and they'll load it so you can see it. And then you could just go through all the steps and everything that you missed.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. She's asking they will need to register, and you'll have a link to Eventbrite to register, but it is free. It's free. It's just registration required.
Yeah.
Okay. It's free, people. You heard the word?
Free.
just have to register so you can get your prizes and your stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then they'll go register.
Yes, yes.
All right. So
Definitely.
thank you for tuning in to Real Life Matters tonight here. And follow these great, wonderful ladies. They're doing a lot of stuff for women, men, all ages. Just stay tuned and you'll get maybe something will help you, which it will help you in your life. So good night and bye for now.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for
Thanks,
listening.
everyone.